Breaking on 4 News Now at 6, a North Central High School instructor accused of groping 2 students. What he said happened and what he allegedly did after learning the students had nude photos on their phone.
We have hot and hazy weather on the way. I'll let you know when to expect the warmest weather of the season so far in your First Alert forecast.
Paramedics can now offer better care in Shoshone County. The new treatments they are offering patients. You're watching 4 News Now at 6.
We start with breaking news. A North Central High School boys basketball coach and instructor is facing sexual misconduct charges tonight.
Andre Irvin is charged with communication with a minor for immoral purposes, sexual misconduct with a minor in the 2nd degree, and viewing depictions of a minor engaged in sexually explicit conduct. In a story you heard first on 4 News Now, our Rania Kaur is live tonight at North Central High School with the details. Rania.
Tonight, Irvin is on leave from the district pending the outcome of this investigation, which started in spring. Today, in court, Irvin pleaded not guilty to all charges. According to court documents, 2 16-year-old girls told police Irvin made sexually explicit comments to them, and there was, quote, unwanted touching that happened to them separately. One student telling police Irvin touched her bare breast and her thigh and her leg. In court documents, one student was discussing nude pictures she had taken. Irvin approached her, eventually wanting to see them on her phone. The student says she unlocked the phone for Irvin, who allegedly took the phone to the bathroom, later allegedly commenting that, quote, he really liked those pictures. In a statement, a spokesperson with Spokane Public Schools wrote, quote, student safety is always the top priority of Spokane Public Schools. We are unable to comment on ongoing employee legal matters. Any reports regarding safety are taken seriously and are communicated to appropriate law enforcement and state agencies. In court documents, Irvin did acknowledge to police allegedly that he did touch them, and it was because allegedly his hand had slipped. He also commented to police allegedly that those comments that he made were not appropriate. In Spokane, I'm Rania Kaur, 4 News Now.
Rania, thank you. The sheriff's office needs help finding this man, 59-year-old Terry Anzaldo. He was last seen near Mission and Pines last Saturday. If you see him, you're asked to call Crime Check. Here's the number, 509-456-2233.
Paramedics in Shoshone County are now able to offer a higher level of emergency care, all because of a new license.
The new program invests in growing the paramedic program, in North Idaho. 4 News Now's Natalie Grant shares how this change will make a big difference when it comes to saving lives.
Things just got a whole lot safer in Shoshone County now that fully licensed paramedics will be responding to emergencies. It's a first for the county, and staff here tell me that it'll save countless of lives. When you call 911 for a medical emergency, it's because you need help fast.
We have a lot of response times that are a long ways from the hospital, especially if we get out in the mountain.
Shoshone County is full of rural communities and various recreational areas, which could result in serious injuries.
Right now, when a patient has a severe medical or traumatic injury, a lot of the care that they're going to get doesn't happen until they get to the hospital, where now we can get a lot of that done and pre-done before we arrive at the hospital.
Up until now, paramedics in Shoshone County have had their hands tied.
They could do IVs and some limited medication, limited interventions. The paramedic licensure just adds a lot more tools to the toolbox.
Now these paramedics can distribute medications, stabilize airways, get a clearer reading of your heart, and much more, all before you arrive at the hospital and potentially heighten your chances for survival.
We have some pediatric supraglottic airways. When you go to those calls that that needs a paramedic or is something that they can be treated by a paramedic, and we can't do it because our hands are tied, we don't have the training or the equipment, it sucks.
Tyler Roachfield has been with Shoshone County for several years as an advanced EMT. Wanting to move up in his career, he went back to school, completing his paramedic training, but without this new license, he would have to look for work somewhere else.
I love the area. I didn't really want to leave, and then we got this paramedic license, and I'm able to practice as a medic 911, which is fantastic.
According to Dietrich, they hope more people like Tyler choose to get additional training and stay in the area, even promising to send 2 people to paramedic schooling each year. Reporting in Shoshone County, Natalie Grant, 4 News Now.
Not guilty. That's the plea from the man accused of firing into a crowd at the Gorge Amphitheater campground last month. Jocelyn Ruiz and her fiance, Brandy Escamilla, were shot and killed and 3 others injured. One of the victims includes 26-year-old James Kelly's former girlfriend. According to court documents, Kelly and his girlfriend went to the Beyond Wonderland Festival, where Kelly was high on mushrooms. Kelly said he was hallucinating and thought the world was ending. The couple went back to their truck in the campgrounds. Kelly then pulled out a gun and started firing.
If you thought it was hot today, it's only going to get hotter as we're approaching the warmest temperatures of the summer season. Let's send it over to Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker with your first alert forecast.
Oh, we could see temperatures climb another 10 degrees from today's readings by the time we're into the weekend. 85 in Spokane, 83 right now in Coeur d'Alene. We're at 88 in Ritzville, 90s in Grand Coulee, Moses Lake, and Lewiston. We're going to see a lot more 90s on the map as we get closer to the weekend. It is 90 degrees presently in 9 Mile, but 80s from Fairchild Air Force Base through Coeur d'Alene, where it's 84, 83 in Spirit Lake and Hayden right now. We're going to be seeing temperatures tomorrow in the 90s throughout the I-90 corridor in eastern Washington, in the upper 80s in Post Falls and Coeur d'Alene, and 86 tomorrow in Spirit Lake. Here's a look at your day planner. It is going to be another day of hazy sunshine, occasional high clouds passing through, and that haze on the horizon from Canadian wildfire smoke. Again, a high of 90 tomorrow. 81 is our average high. I'll be back to talk more about that smoke and when we can expect to clear it out in just a few minutes.
A fight between teenagers broke out in Riverfront Park. This happened as families were trying to have fun at the summer carnival over the weekend. Adults tried to stop the fight, but were attacked by the teenagers themselves. Well, tonight, Spokane police are investigating what happened and still looking for the people responsible for this violent attack. Vanessa Perez is live downtown, and she has more on safety concerns from people who were down there.
Well, that fight left families shaken up. One of them told me the other day they'd be avoiding downtown. I've been working to find out what's being done to keep you safe. The Spokane Police Department said it could not do an interview because this is an ongoing investigation. The Parks Department said people were not available, but told me that park rangers are patrolling 24 hours a day.
We like to come stroll through here, and it's really beautiful, and we have this great feature of Spokane, and so we want it to stay nice and want it to be safe for everybody.
But a violent attack at a carnival for families has some questioning safety in the park. Cogley didn't see the fight, but did attend the carnival.
It's tough because, you want to come and you want to participate, like going to the fair and the 4th of July, but there's always an aspect of, vigilance. You want to make sure that, you are aware of your surroundings. You want to make sure that, you have an exit plan, a strategy for if something goes wrong.
In this video, you can see a large group of teens, 2 of them pounding one girl. A dad tried to break it up, but ends up being attacked himself. People say there was a lack of police presence.
I feel like it should be evenly spread out. It shouldn't be dependent on the context of the community event. I feel like there should always be a strong police presence, or at least, an aspect of security so that, people feel safe and comfortable, but they also don't feel overwhelmed. And
Candace Burkholder, who drove all the way from Florida, was also at the carnival during the holiday weekend. Her family felt pretty safe.
Yeah, I had my 3 kids here with us. They went to both different of the locations of the parks. They had ice cream underneath the tree. Got lots of pictures.
Having fun and a safe time should be what happens at a carnival, but some families had no choice but to leave for their safety. A spokesperson with the police department tells me it's looking over footage and trying to identify people involved in Saturday's fight. It's asking anyone with information to call Crime Check. That number is 509-456-2233. We'll continue to bring you more information as it becomes available. Live in Riverfront Park, Vanessa Perez, 4 News Now.
Vanessa, thank you. New ramp meters are coming to I-90 at the Highway 2 on-ramp. They'll run from 2:30 in the afternoon to 6 p.m. on weekdays. In May, the city of Spokane made using drugs in public a gross misdemeanor. Since then, 100 people have been arrested under the new ordinance. That's according to the police department.
But is it helping clean up downtown? Good Morning Northwest. Derek Dice spoke to the general manager of the Reclaim Project's used furniture store right next to the House of Charity, who says the drug problem is getting better, but he's still seeing its impact every day.
Constant problem with the fentanyl use down here, and the people come down here and they just trash everything.
To hear more about what other businesses are seeing and what they're saying and what they hope this new ordinance will do for them, look for Derek's full special report. That's on KXLY.com.
Still ahead, the Biden administration is now limited on the amount of contact it can have with social media companies. What this means for the future of free speech online, coming up.
A summer camp hosted by the Salvation Army. How many spots are still available, and how to make it even more affordable? That's next on 4 News Now at 6.
4 News Now on your time with Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
4 News Now is brought to you by Rebath Spokane.
Summer days by the pool make for some of the best memories, but not every child gets the chance to swim in the sun.
This July, with help from Numerica Credit Union and the Spokane Parks Foundation, kids swim free on Fridays at City of Spokane Valley pools.
Numerica Credit Union is excited to offer free swim Fridays with the Spokane Parks Foundation as they enhance lives, fulfill dreams, and build communities.
Check out more organizations that make our community stronger at numericacu.com.
The Move Fitness gyms are on the move. Let's go!
With everyone getting ready for summer and a new gym opening soon in Spokane, there's never been a better time to join.
This place holds very special memories for Charlie. It's where he grew up, where he built his business, where his heart is. But not long ago, it was Charlie's heart that needed help. When he realized he was having a heart attack, Kootenai Health's team of more than 40 cardiac care providers was only minutes from his home. That's where Dr. Fritz and Dr. Burnett performed life-saving, state-of-the-art care to heal Charlie's heart.
Where are the most beautiful main streets in America? This week, GMA's popping up live on main streets across the country, filled with the best shops and local charm. And just wait until you see the surprises we have. So, will we be near you this week on Good Morning America?
Coeur d'Alene Casino presents the Core Stars Entertainment Series. Join us as we celebrate our 30-year anniversary with an amazing lineup of the hottest entertainment. See comedian Jeff Foxworthy on Thursday, July 27th. Don't miss an evening with Night Ranger on Thursday, August 24th. Plus, join us for King of the Cage on Thursday, September 14th. For tickets, visit the casino box office or cdacasino.com. Coeur d'Alene Casino, welcome home.
Tree Wars. It was a hurricane of chainsaws. Next, in Sun Edition, the homeowner living here, accused of cutting down his neighbor's trees because he wanted a better view of the city.
This is your property, right? There's no question about that.
Then, they've been targeted by cyber stalkers. The cops have come to their house 40 times.
Sometimes more than once in the same day.
All because they didn't think this comic was very funny. Next, in Sun Edition.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Inside Edition at 7.
New at 6 o'clock. If you're looking for a cheaper way to give your kids the ultimate summer camp experience, look no further than the Salvation Army.
4 News Now's Allison Martinez was a camper for the day at Camp Gifford. Here's what she learned.
The start of summer means the beginning of endless summer camp opportunities. I'm here at Camp Gifford on Deer Lake, where the Spokane Salvation Army is kicking off their 101st year of camp.
Camp Gifford aims to help vulnerable Spokane families by teaching students important life skills on beautiful Deer Lake.
I learned how to swim here.
Charlotte Davis has been a camper since she was 7 years old. Now Charlotte is a camp counselor.
Every week I meet new kids that I've never met before that don't know anybody, and by the end of the week they have a group of friends from their cabin, and they're really close with staff members, and we all have fun nicknames and stuff.
Lieutenant Ashley Cunningham says she grew up going to camp and never left.
Camp is my life. Camp was a safe place for me, and I want to make this a safe place for our kids to come and even our staff.
And the reason why Camp Gifford is so special?
It's love. We're a family that loves each other.
Today, teens in sailing camp learned to capsize their boat and work together to recover. Major Ken Perrine says the sailing program teaches teens to overcome fear, work as a team, and be a leader.
And you know what's great is the girls and the boys have greater confidence in themselves. And really that's what part of the reason for camp is to help the kids grow in themselves.
Camp Gifford includes a grade school camp and teen sailing and wilderness camp. Sessions run through the end of summer for a week at a time. Currently, more than half of spots are open. Scholarships are offered on a sliding scale based on income.
I can't ever think of working anywhere else during the summer. It's just being out here on the lake and seeing it like every day is just like an amazing thing.
For more information, you can go to our website, kxly.com. Reporting from Camp Gifford, Allison Martinez for News Now.
We have some breaking news tonight. We now know a ground stop at Spokane International Airport has been extended to 7 o'clock, and we also just confirmed that an Alaska Airlines flight headed to Seattle was diverted to Spokane.
We have a crew on scene trying to learn what caused the plane to be diverted. We will update you as soon as we learn more.
Beautiful evening. Other than that wildfire haze, we have a temperature of 85 degrees at 7 o'clock. We'll be cooling down into the 70s by 9, 60s by 11 o'clock. There's hotter weather in the forecast. I'll let you know what to expect after the break.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
4 News Now is brought to you by Move Fitness.
Hi, I'm attorney Jim Hill.
And I'm attorney Matt Russell.
And after 10 years of helping the injured people of Spokane,
Russell and Hill have won lots of awards.
But at the end of the day, only one award really matters.
The award we get the insurance company to pay you. Russell and Hill.
Hi, Kylie here with Dad at Parker Toyota. We know finding time during the busy week to schedule your service maintenance can be difficult. That's why we've expanded our hours. We're now open Sundays.
Schedule your oil change, brakes, and other maintenance needs at your convenience online, parkertoyota.com. Our highly trained technicians can get you in and out with our express service.
Experience the no-problem sales and service 7 days a week at Parker Toyota in Coeur d'Alene.
When I was told I had a brain tumor, my life disappeared in a moment. I feared for my future, but even more, I feared for the ones I love. How would they move on without me? But when my doctor told me about the Gamma Knife of Spokane, everything changed. I can get my brain tumor treated in just 1 day and continue living the life I love. Because of Gamma Knife, I have hope.
What is the ZAP experience at Mainstream?
It happens because we never stop increasing our expertise. We're improving through training because at Mainstream, knowledge is power. Speaking of, did you know that your toast was burning? Choose smart. Call the company with heart.
You heard what the doctor said, right, Dad? These pain meds, they're no joke. And this, it's an opioid. They can be very addictive.
But I need my strong pain medicine.
I know, Dad, I understand. Just make sure you only take what the pharmacist said. And keep it in this locking bag from the pharmacy so it's away from the kids.
Yeah, I hear you.
I'll put this in the locking bag.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
Protect the people you love from opioid misuse. Lock up your medication.
Summer storms, sudden, intense, dangerous. 4 News Now First Alert Weather warns you in advance.
Up to quarter-size hail.
Keeping you informed until the threat is past and your family is safe. On the air, on the app, only on 4 News Now.
We'll take a look at this unique 4th of July light show that lit up the Vegas Strip. It displayed on the brand new MSG Sphere. The show featured virtual fireworks, floral patterns, and of course the stars and stripes. We saw a lot of different ideas this year with drones and light shows. It's not just fireworks anymore.
Not just fireworks anymore. I think it's really neat.
It's fun.
That looks amazing.
Yeah, I'd love to see that in person.
MSG Sphere.
It is interesting. Usually try to avoid MSG, but not in this case. Hey, let's take a look at our air quality. We are in the good range despite the haze from wildfires burning in Canada, we are at 45 and should stay in the good range or maybe just barely into the moderate range tomorrow morning as some of that smoke settles to the surface. Of course, we have these tremendous, terrible fires that have been burning in the boreal forest of northern British Columbia and Alberta. With a northerly flow, we are on the very far eastern edge of a ridge of high pressure. That smoke has been filtering into the inland northwest to some degree, but it is not settling much to the surface. Most of it is aloft. Here's a look what's going on. We're going to clear that smoke out over the next 48 hours. Ridge of high pressure is centered out in the Pacific. Again, we are on the rather elaborate eastern edge of that ridge, and that is going to become more westerly, our flow, as we get into Friday and the start of the weekend. We do have the possibility of some mountain showers tomorrow and again on Friday, but we'll be staying dry in the valleys with hot weather, and that westerly flow will help disperse that wildfire smoke further to the east. Your forecast for tonight, mostly clear skies, light winds, 59 for an overnight low with hazy conditions. That haze is going to be with us again tomorrow. High temperature of 90. We haven't had many 90-degree days so far this season. We've had plenty of warm weather, but the hot weather, and it's been hard to come by. Satellite and radar, we do have a few clouds drifting over the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area right now. Those will clear out later tonight. Also, some isolated thunderstorms up in the east slopes of the northern Cascades, mainly to the west of Twisp and Winthrop. Those also will be tapering off as we lose our daytime heating and see temperatures dropping down into the 60s in many locations. We'll be in the upper 50s in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, but no 40s on the map like we have the past several nights. High temperatures tomorrow, lots of 90s and even a couple of triple digits. 89 tomorrow in Coeur d'Alene. We'll see more triple digits and 90s as we go into the weekend. Warmest weather of the season. So far, we've hit 91 in Spokane. We're heading up to 93 on Saturday, 95 on Sunday and Monday. Other than mountain showers, we are absolutely dry through the 7-day forecast. I'll be back in the next half hour with some Wildlife Wednesday photos for you. I've got some good ones this week, so stay tuned, Darren.
Chris, thank you. Multiple mass shootings in the U.S. over the long holiday weekend, including one in Louisiana where 4 people were killed.
CNN's Mike Valerio takes us through what started some of these shootings and how some are reacting to the violence.
Amid celebrations of freedom, a sense of inescapable violence. Mass shootings marring the long 4th of July weekend across America. In the birthplace of American democracy, Philadelphia, 5 are dead after police say a gunman wearing a bulletproof vest carrying a device that tracks first responders' radio communications opened fire with an assault weapon, shooting seemingly random victims.
Point of fact is, a person like that walking down a city street with an AR-15 and shooting randomly at people is a disgraceful situation in the United States of America, whether it's July 4th or any other day.
Philly's district attorney not holding back about the state's gun laws.
Pennsylvania's gun regulation is crap. It is crap. If you go to New Jersey, if you go to other states nearby, you go to Delaware, these states are safer and they are states that have more reasonable gun regulation.
The scenes are spread across the country, from 9 injured in Washington, D.C. to at least 10 people shot in Shreveport, Louisiana. 4 of the Shreveport victims are dead, killed at a July 4th block party.
At this point, what I am looking for is justice.
In Tampa, police say an argument over jet skis led to senseless gunfire, a stray bullet killing a 7-year-old boy.
There was no reason, no excuse that an argument can lead to gunfire, much less an argument over jet skis.
I'm Mike Valerio reporting.
Sign up for breaking news alerts with the 4 News Now app.
We all know Spokane seasons. Winter, fake spring, second winter, construction, surface of the sun, and now smoke season. Keep your home smoke-free. Breathe easy all year. Holiday heating, cooling, and electric. Your air quality experts.
Water is an essential part of our everyday lives.
It's important that Spokane acts wisely to preserve our precious water resources and not waste money on evaporation and the need for supplemental water infrastructure due to a burdened aquifer. Please avoid watering your lawn between the hours of 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. and limit watering to under 2 hours a day, 3 days a week. If we all do our part, we'll keep our river flowing strong, even in times of drought.
Hi, I'm Gabby Lemieux, inviting you to join me for the Epson Tour, Road to the LPGA at the beautiful Circling Raven Golf Club. The tour's mission is to prepare the world's best female professional golfers for a successful career in the LPGA.
Circling Raven Golf Club has once again been chosen to host this women's professional golf tournament August 21st through the 27th. More than 150 pros from over 30 countries will compete for shares of the $200,000 purse.
The Epson Tour, Road to the LPGA, brought to you by Circling Raven Golf Club and 4 News Now. I'll see you right here.
People who come to the Inland Northwest rave about its beauty.
For those of us who live and work here, we couldn't agree more. From its iconic history
to a ton of new beginnings.
We have farm-to-table roots and access to nature right at our back door.
And as a community member, BECU wants to honor those who work together to make life better for our region.
Join us for the premier food and drink celebration, Crave, at the Spokane Valley Center Place, July 13th through the 15th. Proudly sponsored by BECU.
If only there was a place in the morning to start my day. With a smile, somewhere to help me get in the know. Oh wait, there is.
Bring your friends.
Good morning, America. GMA 7A. Now that's how you start your day.
You know our next guest, you've been married to him for 27 years. It's Gary. Hey, Gary. Did you wash your hands?
Really?
Oh, Gary.
Spend every night with Jimmy Kimmel, weeknights on ABC.
We all know Spokane seasons. Winter, fake spring, second winter, construction, surface of the sun, and now smoke season. Keep your home smoke-free. Breathe easy all year. Holiday Heating, Cooling, and Electric. Your air quality experts.
Save your green at Jennifer's.
Around the nation, a federal judge has issued a preliminary injunction that limits the Biden administration's contacts with social media companies.
The new restrictions come after 2 Republican state attorneys general sued the federal government over its push to get social media companies to prevent the spread of misinformation. ABC's Faith Abube explains what this ruling could mean for the future of free speech online.
The U.S. Department of Justice is reviewing a federal judge's injunction that could have major implications for First Amendment rights. The order from the judge, appointed by former President Trump, puts restrictions on when Biden administration officials can contact social media companies as a legal challenge moves through the court system. Republican attorneys general in Missouri and Louisiana filed a lawsuit claiming that the White House went too far in pressuring social media companies to remove misinformation about America's election security and the COVID-19 pandemic from their platforms.
They're killing people. I mean, look, the only pandemic we have is among the unvaccinated. And they're killing people.
Judge Terry Doughty calling the Biden administration's efforts a massive attack against free speech and targeted suppression of conservative ideas, adding in part, quote, American citizens have the right to engage in free debate about the significant issues affecting the country. The decision means top White House officials and several federal agencies, including the FBI and the Department of Justice, cannot communicate with social media companies for the purpose of urging, encouraging, pressuring, or inducing in any manner the removal, deletion, suppression, or reduction of content containing protected free speech. They can, however, contact them regarding any potential illegal activity and national security threats. And a White House official tells ABC News that the administration has promoted responsible actions to protect public health, safety, and security when confronted by challenges like a deadly pandemic and foreign attacks on our elections. Again, the DOJ is now reviewing the administration's options. In Washington, Faith Abube, ABC News.
Well, the Secret Service confirmed the mysterious powder found in the White House was cocaine. It was found in the West Wing in an area where tourists can have access and where the offices of the president, vice president, staff, and other top administration officials are located. The Secret Service is trying to narrow down who had access around the time the cocaine was discovered.
A negotiating session between UPS and the Teamsters Union ended early today without a deal to avoid a strike. The current contract expires at the end of the month. That means 340,000 UPS workers could go on strike on August 1st. The union points to record UPS profits over the past 5 years and executives earning multi-million-dollar salaries as reasons its drivers should be better compensated.
New at 6 o'clock, anyone hoping to travel abroad better make sure to get your passports with plenty of time. Right now, estimated processing time for a new passport is 10 to 13 weeks. The State Department says it's working to process applications faster, but officials don't expect to get back to pre-pandemic processing times until the end of the year. An online renewal system that millions of current passport holders could use is also expected to launch by the end of the year.
We have much more coming up tonight at 6:30.
Including one North Spokane construction project that has some worried it will cut off access to their homes.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
This could be you. Just chilling, staying cool this summer. Join us for jackpots, food, and fun at Missisquoi Casino Hotel. Play your favorite games to earn your entries to win a share of $13,000 cool cash. Paddle boards, kayaks, and air conditioners. Missisquoi Casino Hotel, keeping it cool. Drawings start at 5 p.m. Saturday, July 29th. Learn more at Missisquoi.com.
I'm Mark Peterson, the Extreme Team and Horizon Credit Union, ready to take on the next task. If you know of a project that needs an Extreme Team makeover, go to KXLY.com to nominate it. 4 News Now Extreme Team brought to you by Horizon Credit Union.
Stream 4 News Now free on your connected TV with KXLY Plus. I'm Aaron Luna. With KXLY Plus, you can stream live newscasts, get special reports and exclusive content on demand and on your schedule. Short on time? Grab the morning sprint for a quick look at the headlines with Robin Nance and Derek Dice. Look for KXLY Plus on your streaming device or go to KXLY.com for instructions. Local news and weather for free. Check out KXLY Plus and start streaming today.
It's the factory authorized clearance at Lazy Boy. Hurry in and save up to 50% on floor samples, one-of-a-kinds, closeouts, and more. Everything must go. Lazy Boy. Live life comfortably.
Welcome to Generation Gap.
Thursday.
What is Secretariat?
A secretary that's a woman?
Kelly Ripa hosts the comedy game show where nobody acts their age. Juniors and seniors work together to flex their pop culture knowledge for big prizes and bigger fun.
Who is this Mr.?
Mr. Rockstar?
Mr. T is going to be very upset with all of us.
New Generation Gap, Thursday on ABC and stream on Hulu.
Next ET, we unlock our vault to spotlight Mila Kunis.
M-I-L-A, last name K-U-N-I-S.
Never before seen interviews. A special ET is next.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Entertainment Tonight at 7:30.
With so much at stake, more Americans turn here than any other newscast. ABC News World News Tonight with David Muir, America's #1 newscast and the #1 program on television.
Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6:30.
We are continuing to follow breaking news at the Spokane International Airport. A ground stop is still in effect, meaning flights are not allowed to land.
And we have been contacting several agencies about this, and we just heard back from Spokane Police and learned that this all started when an Alaskan Airlines flight was diverted to Spokane because of a bomb threat. That is according to the police department. All passengers have been taken off the plane, and the bomb squad is currently investigating, again, a bomb threat at the Spokane International Airport. We will continue to update you on this breaking news just as soon as we learn more.
That's the sound of fireworks put on by professionals last night as a way for people to safely celebrate the 4th. Some people in Spokane Valley decided to try and maybe put their own show on, starting a few brush fires in the city.
Our Bronte Sorotsky spoke with Spokane Valley Fire Department today about their responses last night and why they say it could have been a lot worse.
The 4th of July is always a busy time for our local firefighters. In Spokane Valley, the fire department responded to 3 brush fires, 2 which were started by fireworks. The fire department hopes that this lower number means that people were listening to their warnings.
We didn't have as many fire starts, if you will, that we would had in previous years, so I think we're making progress.
And that progress is thanks to most people obeying the city's fireworks laws.
It was a bit calmer, but part of that's due to the, how everything's still pretty green still, but I'm sure a little bit had to do with weather.
And thanks to more people leaving the pyrotechnics to the professionals.
And we're trying to get the word out every year to let people know the best way to be safe is just don't buy the fireworks, go to the professional shows. And a lot of people did that, I think, yesterday.
The 4th of July isn't even the beginning of fire season, so it's time to get your home ready now.
I think people should stay focused on fire safety around their home.
And that's why the fire department is already issuing burn restrictions for the summer.
That means that you have to, if you're going to have a fire, have it in an approved fire pit.
In the city of Spokane, the deputy fire marshal gave out 12 citations for illegal firework use and possession, although it's not clear yet if any of those caused any fires. And as we head even further into fire season, the fire department wants to remind you that even a little spark can spread fast, and to remember all of these safety tips as we get even further into the season. Reporting in Spokane Valley, Bronte Sorotsky, 4 News Now.
Well, the Earth is hotter than ever before. According to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, on Monday, the planet's average temperature was the warmest on record. The average global air temperature was 2 meters above the surface, and it was 62.62 degrees. I apologize. That beats the previous record of 62.46, reached both last July and in August of 2016. Researchers think the heat is because of a combination of climate change and El Nino. NOAA, as it's called, has been tracking global temperatures since around 1880.
Here's a live look now over downtown Spokane. Some hazy sunshine as we get closer to the end of the day. It's been a warm day and it is going to get warmer. Here are 4 things to know about your weather. It is still going to be hazy for the next couple of days. A warming trend takes us into the 90s starting tomorrow and even warmer for the weekend. We are also going to be clearer this weekend, pushing out some of that wildfire smoke, but keeping the chance of some mountain showers and thunderstorms. Here's a look at our high temperatures today. Our average high is 81. We hit 87 in Spokane, 86 degrees in Coeur d'Alene. We're in the 90s in Lewiston, Ritzville, 92 today in Grand Coulee. On our satellite and radar, a few high clouds drifting through and some isolated thunderstorm activity along the east slopes of the northern Cascades. Those clouds are going to clear tonight. Those showers and thunderstorms coming to an end later this evening and will be mostly clear overnight tonight and through a warm day tomorrow. A high temperature of 90 degrees, almost 10 degrees above average. And as I mentioned, it's going to get hotter for the weekend. I will have your weekend outlook plus some Wildlife Wednesday photos coming up in just a few minutes. Aaron?
Chris, thank you. A woman is safely back with her family. She was stuck in the mud for 3 days. She went missing from her home in Massachusetts and was found Monday evening by hikers. Once again, she was stuck in the mud for several days in Easton's Borderland State Park. 3 police officers were able to pull her from the mud and carry her back to land using ATVs. Experts say if you're trapped in mud or quicksand, stay calm and move slowly and deliberately.
A new report from the AARP is offering 6 specific ways to stay sharp as you age. Quality sleep, stress management, and an active lifestyle are just a few of those ways to reduce a cognitive decline.
Good for your body is good for your brain. People think about exercise for their muscles, but your brain is just like that. You have to keep it engaged and moving.
So people who eat healthy, maintain social relationships, and regularly engage their brain will be more likely to pick up new skills later in life. According to the National Institute of Health, there is increasing evidence that the brain can adapt and change, allowing people to take on new challenges and tasks as they age.
Concerns are growing in the community near Bigelow Gulch Road. Neighbors say detour routes during the construction could be a major headache for drivers.
The last phase of the construction will impact the Bigelow Gulch Road between Havana and Thurman Street. 4 News Now's Peter Choi explains updates on the construction.
I'm on Bigelow Gulch Road. That is in urgent need of improvements for traffic safety right now. I spoke to people who live nearby, and they say they're concerned about safety and possible detour routes that might impact their everyday commutes. And they'll tell me they want answers from the county.
Absolutely necessary. Can't wait for it to be finished. But how do I get home once it's started?
She lives near the Bigelow Road. She says she doesn't want to show her face on camera.
Biggest concern is that the detours that are going to be put in place in order to complete the construction and stop the heavy equipment is going to cut off my access to my home. I need to know if I need to shelter in place or move in with relatives.
Spokane County Public Works Project Manager Mick Frugel says the Bigelow construction project is to reduce the number of fatal accidents by widening the road.
Majority of it now is 2 lanes both ways with a turn lane or a center median and 8-foot shoulders.
Frugel says the department already planned out the detour map. Drivers will take Freya Street, Market Street, Peon Road down to Argonne.
Towards all the traffic right now isn't going to be disrupted until next year.
The construction is expected to complete by October of 2024. The public is asked to visit the Public Works website to find more information and contact them for any questions.
We appreciate their patience in this whole project, and we know it's going to be an inconvenience, but we'll get through it.
In Spokane County, Peter Choi, 4 News Now.
A group of Seattle Mariner legends will be in full force during All-Star Week. The Hall of Famers who are expected to make an appearance coming up in sports.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
4 News Now is brought to you by the Sweet Palace and Sapphire Jewelry in Phillipsburg, Montana.
Does your current roof have moss growing on it? Is it worn out or tattered? Have you recently seen the heat and electric bills going up? Then it may be time for you to get a new roof from McVeigh Brothers. McVeigh Brothers is the only 5-star certified select shingle master contractor in the Inland Northwest. We also have great financing options to help you out, like no money down and up to 12 years low interest financing. So you can get everything you want now and pay for it later. At McVeigh Brothers, we're always working for you.
At P1FCU, we're all about celebrating your wins, like finding a great parking spot, yes, or winning the lottery. Your wins add up, just like earning 3.50% APY in an Ascend checking account. So let's celebrate the wins together. Open your account at p1fcu.org/win. P1FCU, your community, your credit union.
This is your summer to smile, to raise your glass and reconnect, to reel in the fun and savor every bite. To help you get ready, your Aspen Dental team is celebrating 25 years of affordable care with an epic Summer of Smiles event. Don't miss enjoying a moment with our on-site labs to help you fast and 20% off your denture care. So whether you need a new look or quick fix, you can celebrate with a smile all season, always at Aspen Dental. Book today.
Now, with so much on the line, ABC News, America's #1 news, is right there for you live on Hulu with stories of strength, stories of hope. Because now, when it matters most,
Hulu has live news.
Hulu has live news.
Hulu has live news. And that news is ABC News.
ABC News Live on Hulu.
ABC News Live on Hulu.
Watch the news you need.
Thanks so much for streaming with us.
Streaming to all Hulu subscribers right now.
We are continuing to follow breaking news at the Spokane International Airport, where flights are currently not allowed to land because of a bomb threat made on an Alaskan Airlines flight.
Our Natalie Grant is live at the airport tonight with what we know so far. Natalie?
Yeah, hi guys. I'm on top of the parking garage here at the airport where the Alaskan Airlines flight is just behind me here. I'll step out of the way so you can get a better look at what we're looking at tonight. Right now, there are still a lot of details that we're trying to confirm regarding this grounded plane. But here's what we know so far. We do know that it is an Alaskan Airlines plane landed here around 5:30 tonight, according to Spokane police. Meanwhile, Spokane police did arrive earlier than that with a bomb squad due to the fact that it was called here for a bomb threat. The plane was diverted, was supposed to head to Seattle, but was now diverted to Spokane due to this potential threat. Now, according to some passengers that we've been able to connect with, they have been taken off safely and taken to a nearby fire station, but they did have to leave all their personal belongings behind while that team is investigating and processing the plane. Now, a ground stop has been issued here at the airport and will be in effect till after 7 o'clock tonight. We're not quite sure when that will be lifted. Since we've been here, haven't seen any planes go up in the air. Now, we did check the boards before coming out here today. Several flights have been delayed and several arrivals have been delayed. So if you're flying out tonight, that's probably the cause of any delays. But of course, we will keep you updated on any new details that become available as far as this flight goes. We're looking to learn a little bit more about the reasoning behind this grounded plane. But for now, we'll send things right back to you in studio.
Natalie Grant live for us. Thank you, Natalie. Let's send it over now to Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker for a look at the warm-up in the forecast.
Yes, a warm-up, and we're going to start things off warming your heart with some Wildlife Wednesday photos. We have been following, thanks to James Richmond, these little baby hummingbirds since they were eggs at his house. They are now bursting out of their nest, and I think they're ready to take off. Eyes are open, their tongues are working. Mom's still feeding them, but I don't think they're going to be around for long. They are growing so fast, and they are only 20 days old, but boy, it's been fun to see them developed since they were just little eggs through the lens of James Richmond. Mary Wilbur shared this beautiful shot of a fawn in a hayfield. It's one good thing about this nice dry weather. I should be able to harvest that hay without any problem. That's going to dry out nicely. Gorgeous shot from Carol Ellis. She was out camping and spotted this yellow warbler through her camper window on a flowering dogwood, and adorable little birds and just a beautiful shot there. Carol, I love the green, and speaking of green, cute, this little Pacific tree frog. Marcia Marine says this frog was having a siesta in the heat of the day in this cool begonia leaf, which looks like a good place to beat the heat on a very warm day in Sandpoint. Thank you, Marcia. And it is going to get even warmer in our forecast. Here is our temperature trend over the next 7 days. The white line is our average high, which is in the lower 80s now and will continue in the lower 80s through the 7-day forecast. We, however, are going to be in the lower 90s for the next couple of days and then into the mid 90s for the weekend and into early next week before we cool down a little bit. However, we are not going to be back down around average anytime in the 7-day forecast. Forecast radar, we have a few high clouds passing through, and we've had some isolated shower and thunderstorm activity along the east slopes of the northern Cascades. We are going to dry out overnight and clear out overnight with clear skies. But again, tomorrow afternoon and evening, over the higher terrain, we bring in that chance of some isolated showers and thunderstorms. Unfortunately, no precipitation in the 7-day forecast for the valleys around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, where we continue to hold our breath. Here we are in the midst of fire season. We are continuing to see some haze on the horizon. Makes for beautiful moonrises and sunsets and sunrises, but we are continuing to see wildfire smoke from Canadian wildfires. It's not having much of an impact on our air quality. We are in the good range and should stay in the good to just barely into the moderate range for the next couple of days before we push some of that out. Dry conditions through the weekend and into next week. Overnight lows in the 50s and 60s through the 7-day forecast. Kirsten?
Thank you, Chris. Here's a look at ABC's primetime lineup tonight.
Sign up for breaking news alerts with the 4 News Now app.
For BECU credit union members, freedom means free checking with no monthly maintenance fees and no minimum balance requirement. And it means access to your money whenever, wherever, with over 30,000 surcharge-free co-op network ATMs nationwide. So join us at BECU.
Ironstone Furniture and Fire's Made in America sale is returning July 2nd through the 14th. American-made brands like Bassett, Paul Robert, and more are on sale now. Visit our showroom for high-quality products crafted with American pride. Ironstone Furniture and Fire in Coeur d'Alene.
Summer is heating up, and that means now is the perfect time to stop into Mainstream for your new air conditioning unit. When you do, we'll even throw in a free furnace to help keep you comfortable year-round. It's all part of our summer special. Call or visit Mainstream Electric Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing today to find out more.
Interested in a top-load laundry set? See the best selection of top-load laundry sets anywhere at Fred's 4th of July sale.
Like this Hot Point top-load set. Top-load washers and dryers start at $4.99 each.
GE top-load laundry sets have features like a water station for hand rinsing, sensor drying, and deep fill for your biggest loads.
Shop early for best selection, many models, and colors to choose from.
GE laundry sets are in stock and on sale. Don't miss this sale.
Welcome to Generation Gap.
Thursday, Kelly Ripa hosts the comedy game show where juniors and seniors flex their pop culture knowledge.
Name this legend.
Katy Perry.
New Generation Gap, Thursday on ABC and stream on Hulu.
Stream 4 News Now free on your connected TV with KXLY+. You can stream live newscasts, get special reports and exclusive content on demand and on your schedule. Local news and weather for free. Check out KXLY+ and start streaming today.
The Jennifer Hudson Show is here.
And you're going to bless people every single day.
We're giving back, lifting each other up.
Something hits you in your heart.
We're doing it all.
Weekdays at 2, only on 4 News Now.
When I think of a mortgage advisor, I think of someone who is not approachable or friendly. But then we went to BECU and I met Lauren. She was like, this is how you buy a home. BECU changed my life and my family's life.
Is it your day to water? Know if you are odd or even and be water wise this summer.
Well, in less than a week, all eyes will be on Seattle for the MLB All-Star Game. Welcome into sports. I'm Julian Minnesota. Baseball's biggest stars will be taking the field at T-Mobile Park. And as this year's host team, the Seattle Mariners had to bring in some stars of their own to help with the week festivities. Mariners legends Ken Griffey Jr., Edgar Martinez, Felix Hernandez, and current All-Star Julio Rodriguez were named as ambassadors for the MLB All-Star Game. Now, in the past, the ambassadors have been in charge of engaging with the local kids and families and fans to get as many people as possible to go to the All-Star Game and the surrounding activities. Now, this is the first time in 22 years the All-Star Game will be in Seattle.
I've been rewarded with that opportunity to be able to step on that field in front of the fans in Seattle, in front of my family that's going to be there. It's definitely going to be a lot of fun.
Now, including Rodriguez, the Mariners have 3 All-Stars actually playing in the game this year. Rodriguez and then pitchers Luis Castillo and George Kirby. Rodriguez is a player, ambassador, and participating in the Home Run Derby, so he's going to have a pretty busy week ahead of him. Mariners manager Scott Service is on the American League coaching staff. And the Mariners are in action tonight looking to sweep the San Francisco Giants. This game is scoreless in the bottom of the 3rd inning. We will have highlights of this game tonight for you on Nightside. The NBA Summer League tips off Friday in Las Vegas, and there are a few teams that are already playing some games to get ready for the summer schedule. One of those teams is the Oklahoma City Thunder, which features former Gonzaga star Chet Holmgren. Holmgren and the Thunder taking on the Memphis Grizzlies. Here's Holmgren showing off the defense, the reach to get the block on the three-pointer, and then he contests the layup and grabs the rebound. A one-man band on defense. Gonzaga fans are used to that. How about on offense, though? He's got that covered, too. Holmgren with a fadeaway. He rattles it home. Then in the second half, more Holmgren. It's Holmgren. He'll grab the rebound off the miss, and he'll muscle it in for the slam right here. He's up 13 pounds from last year, by the way. That was a big criticism of him not bulking up. He's bulked up a little bit. He scored 10 points and had 11 rebounds. His Thunder, though, they came up short 94-86. And the other Gonzaga players, such as Julian Strother and Drew Timme, will be in action starting Friday in Las Vegas. That'll wrap us up for sports.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
We all know Spokane seasons. Winter, fake spring, second winter, construction, surface of the sun, and now smoke season. Keep your home smoke-free. Breathe easy all year. Holiday heating, cooling, and electric. Your air quality experts.
What's bothering Archie?
Politics.
What the Supreme Court says ain't got nothing to do with the law. Dog tap.
Goldfish.
Come on now, I draw the line on goldfish.
Sundays beginning at 8 over the air on KXLY 4.2. 4 News Now anchor team, not just in the newsroom, but in the community. We're doing the work, listening to you, asking questions, and getting the answers you need to help keep your family safe. It's what we mean when we say, expect more on 4 News Now.
Get $200 with a new checking account from Horizon Credit Union. We're here to guide you towards your dreams and put some extra cash in your pocket. Sign up in branch or online with the Get 200 promo code today.
Well, looks like our surgery patient is feeling better today.
Yep, I didn't need any oxy today. I thought I'd do a little surgery on the drain.
Huh. Do you need your pain pills anymore?
No.
Well, we should get them out of the house. There are places to drop them off.
Yeah, okay. Actually, I can do that right now.
And I will look at the drain.
Prevent opioid misuse. Find safe medication return options near you.
My late father-in-law lit up a room, but his vision dimmed with age. He had AMD. I didn't know it then, but it can progress to GA, an advanced form of the disease. His struggle with vision loss from AMD made me want to help you see warning signs of GA, like straight lines that seem wavy, blurry or missing visual spots that make it hard to see faces, like this one, or trouble with low light. That makes driving at night a real challenge. If you've been diagnosed with AMD and notice vision changes, don't wait. GA is irreversible. It's important to catch it early. Talk to your eye doctor about GA and learn more at GAWon'tWait.com.
We all know Spokane seasons. Winter, fake spring, second winter, construction, surface of the sun, and now smoke season. Keep your home smoke-free. Breathe easy all year. Holiday heating, cooling, and electric. Your air quality experts.
4 News Now is brought to you by All Wills Swap Meet, July 7th through the 9th.
We want to take you back to the Spokane International Airport. A bomb threat made on an Alaskan Airlines flight from Atlanta, Seattle, caused the pilots to divert to Spokane.
Our Natalie Grant has been at the airport for about a half an hour now, and she has the latest updates tonight.
Well, Kirsten, Aaron, just a couple new updates since we talked to you earlier in this show. I'll step out of the way here so you can still see the plane still is on the ground tonight. Still a lot of emergency vehicles surrounding it. We have had a couple planes that have taken off here, so the ground stop seems to not be in place anymore. There were Delta planes that took off there, but so this plane first came down around 5:30. Passengers have been taken off and then taken to a nearby fire station from some that we have been able to connect with tonight. And we have seen bomb searching robots kind of around the plane area. We have confirmed that bomb crews are on scene. We also do have a statement from Alaska Airlines tonight giving us a little bit more clarity. They say 177 passengers were on board, 6 crew members, and they're working to get them back to the Seattle airport. They also said that a male guest made a direct safety threat, which was the cause of all of this commotion here. Of course, we'll continue following this throughout the night and bring you details as soon as they become available, both on air and online. We'll send things back to you.
Natalie Grant at the airport for us tonight. Natalie, thank you. Coming up tonight on Nightside, a North Central High School instructor accused of groping 2 students, what he said happened, and what he allegedly did after learning the students had nude photos on their phone.
And the arrival of warmer weather means more ticks. We'll tell you what to do to protect yourself.
Here is your 7-day forecast. It's going to be dry other than the chance of some mountain showers. Temperatures in the 90s for the next 5 days.
Ooh, that's a warm up for sure.
It is 95.
I think we can handle it.
Get the sunscreen out.
and the shades. Yeah. That's the thing that I always forget.
Right.
Got the sunscreen all over. I look all shiny.
I got the straw hat that always comes in handy.
It's a good
Very
look.
stylish.
Download the 4 News Now app today. See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.